creatine loading may cause some surprise consequences, and it isn't even necessary or needed from the beginning. So, what creatine loading is that if you're just starting to take creatine, the thought process is that if you consume extra creatine in the beginning, which typically is about 20 grams per day for 1 to 2 weeks, it's going to increase those internal creatine stores quicker. And it will. But what occurs with that is if we consume that much creatine relatively quickly, such as in that example, it can cause the body to hold and retain some extra water. That water is naturally then going to cause an increase in the overall weight that you're carrying. If we increase our body's weight and we're still trying to go out and perform as we typically have been, all of a sudden it's extra force and an extra toll that it's taking on our body to be moving that extra weight around. If we didn't necessarily allow for that gradual increase in weight that typically occurs from a true weight gain, it comes as a little bit of a shock to the body. And so that can just increase the potential for soft tissue injuries, some cramping and things like that to occur. It's not guaranteed, and it's a relatively small chance, but it's still an increased risk in some situations. So to avoid that, the best way is patience, everybody's favorite P word. If you are simply taking a maintenance dose of generally 3 to 5 grams per day, every day, you will still get your levels and your creatine stores up to what it would be if you did a loading phase. It just takes a little bit of extra time. But by giving it that extra time, the body's not going to get that shock of that kind of increased water retention, and thus not the increased potential for soft tissue injuries and things like that to occur. So in general, when it comes to starting to consume creatine, I almost always recommend just err on the side of caution, be patient, and just go with that maintenance dosage and stick with it consistently.